Do you want to save thousands on agent commissions? Welcome to the Rose of Real Estate. I'm Rose, and on this channel, we explore all things real estate in Central Florida. If you're not in the real estate world, you might not know what FSBO means, and that's okay. FSBO is an acronym meaning for sale by owner, and it obviously means when a seller sells their home without an agent representing them. There are pros and cons to this strategy, so let me explain them in a completely unbiased way, just the facts from here on out. Let's start with the pros. The first and most obvious pro is cost savings. When selling a home with an agent, you can typically expect to pay 5 to 6% in commission, 3% to your listing agent, and 3% to the buyer's agent. But when you sell FSBO, you'll only be responsible for the buyer's agent commission, assuming you're selling to someone who is represented by an agent. This can significantly reduce what you owe in commissions come closing time. Now, to be honest, for pros, that's a pretty short list. Most sellers just want to save money when selling on their own, and the fact they get to control every aspect of the process can be seen as a bonus in the beginning, but not as much as the process unfolds. So let's talk more about some of the cons. The first and most obvious con is lack of pricing strategy. Because public access to market data is limited, homeowners have no clear way of knowing which homes are or aren't selling. And because closing prices are not required to be disclosed publicly, there's no precise way to compare one home to another. If you underprice your home, you could be losing more than the commissions you'd pay a real estate agent. If you overprice, it just won't sell. Another con is the lack of real estate knowledge. In any given real estate transaction, there can be an upwards of 200 plus steps in the process. And all along the way, there are legal terms, acronyms, and other types of jargon that can be very overwhelming, especially for inexperienced sellers. Escrow, contingencies, title, you'll need to know it all. And if you miss an important step or forget to sign a legal document, it can cost you thousands. And finally, my last con on this list is the complete control you'll have. I know I listed that as a pro above, but most sellers come to realize that is actually a con after they start. You're responsible for every single step of the process, and it takes a serious amount of time. Most people come to realize that the list of to-dos is dizzying, and it can almost feel like a full-time job once you get into it. And that's because it is. Real estate transactions deal with huge sums of money and can often be messy and complicated. As a real estate expert, I can promise you that selling your house is indeed a full-time job. If you think you're up to it, then more power to you. But if you'd like more help, feel free to click on the link in my bio so you can send me a message and we can chat about the worth of your home.